Welcome back, traders. Sasha Gogolin, Second Skies Trading, and we are back with another top trade review video here in our weekly video series where we once a week review a top trade taken by our students, which they've shared with all the members inside our members area. And this week, Peter Uter is back with a fantastic trade on the pound dollar. Peter Uter was already featured in our top trade review series here towards the end of April, where he crushed it on the Euro New Zealand for more than 300 pips of profit. And if you would like to see that video, please click on the link in the top right corner. Today we're going to look at his pound dollar trade where he made a massive profit of more than 800 pips. But not only did he make a massive profit, he also did really well in multiple areas on this trade, something that we'll look at in this video. So in this video we will share the price action context leading up to the trade. We will look at the entry, the stop loss and the take profit. And towards the middle end of the video, we will also talk about potential improvements that we think could have been made to this trade. So we show you how we teach our members to make money trading and how we can help to improve your trading performance. But before we dive into the trade details here, if you like our content, please make sure to hit the like button and tell YouTube that you appreciate our videos, as that helps to support our channel, helps us grow, and enables us to keep on doing free content and free videos like this for you every single week. And if you would like to immediately get notified as soon as we release new content on our channel, make sure to click on the subscribe button below. And on the screen here, you can see the details of his trade inside the chart. You can clearly see where he got in and where he got out. His entry was at 1.22070, his stop loss at 1.21596, so roughly 47 pip stop. His take profit at 1.30918, which is 884 pip profit here on this trade, so a massive profit. And his R multiple return on this trade was 18.67. And this basically means that if you would have risked $1,000 on this trade, it would have made a profit of $18,670. So a massive return on this trade in terms of risk versus reward. And the overall holding time of this trade was 2 months and 9 days, so a longer term swing trade. So now that we have covered the details of the trade, let's head over to TradingView, our favorite charting platform, which we use on a daily basis to do all of our analysis and to spot our high probability trading setups. If you would like to learn how to use TradingView, we do have a tutorial on that, and you can check that out by clicking on the link in the top right corner. So now let's dive into the charts. And here we are on TradingView, and since this was a longer term play, we will be primarily using the weekly and daily charts to analyze and go over this trade. And on the daily chart here in front of you, you can see that I've marked his trade here with his entry, his stop loss, and his take profit. And it almost looks like as if his stop loss was triggered here, but price made it 1.4 pips to his stop loss and then took off. So he almost got stopped out on this trade here, but it survived all the way and then hit his take profit. Now looking at a little bit more context leading up to this trade, we can go to the weekly chart, and if we scroll out a little here, we can see this area from support over here to the left dating back to 2016, 2017, and it was also briefly revisited here towards the middle end of 2019, where it led to a strong bullish reaction. And then in March this year, we can see this very strong selling here, these 2 weeks just slamming through this support. But in the upcoming week here on the 23rd of March, bulls came back and catapulted price back above this support. And this was when we mentioned this to our members inside the members area and said, hey, look out here for a potential false break and a weak pullback into this support again for potential bullish plays here. And instead of playing this corrective pullback after this impulsive return above the support directly here on the weekly chart, which would have required at least here 350-400 pip stop loss, Pichiuter was really smart here, and he went down to the daily chart to look for optimization possibilities here for this trade and look for a better entry and a tighter stop loss. And this was when he looked at this area of support here at around 120 122. And as you can see, it has one touch over here in October 2019, then another really nice touch here on April this year after this bullish return above, and then price came back here again on the 15th of May here. And if we look at this a little bit closer, you can clearly see the same pattern here, but on this lower time frame, which is the daily chart, that price traded below and closed below this support area, but then snapped back above really sharply again, which is a smaller false break happening at this support on the daily chart above the larger multi-year support area. And this is when he said here, hey, I want to go long in this area, and he went long at 122.070 and put his stop loss at 121.596 here. So if we quickly mark the low here on April the 7th here, and then also over here back from October 2019, you can clearly see here why he went long here. So he went long roughly at the top of this area of support. We can raise this just a little bit here, and his stop loss right below here, this low here. So at the lows, maybe 1 or 2 pips below this low over here. So a really sharp entry here by Picciuter, and his take profit, you can clearly see why he took profit here as well. You have these lows over here, so this is a previous area of support that should be acting as resistance, which it did over here, but he said he wanted to go for a bigger move here all the way back up here to 131, where the bearish impulsive move started that cleared the long-term support. So he wanted to take profit all the way up here, which I think is a really nice and well chosen profit target on this trade. But he of course had to sit through this area here and wait for price to chew through this area of previous support that now acted as resistance. So besides the super sharp entry here, very tight stop loss and a good take profit area in my opinion, what is really impressive here is that he sat through this entire pullback after price had hit this area of previous support now acting as resistance. You can see this wick over here on the 10th of June. So he had to sit through this entire pullback to see almost all of the profits he made up until the 10th of June just evaporate, and then the next bullish impulsive move came through here. So if we just look at this and adjust his trade here, he was up 12.7 R on this trade and had to see all of that profit kind of evaporate all the way down to 1 R before bulls came back and push price all the way back up to his take profit target up here at 139.18 for a 18.67 R return on this trade. So sitting through a pullback like this shows a lot of discipline and commitment towards this trade here, which I think is very, very impressive. It's very easy to bail on a trade like this when it's kind of reverses like this and say, hey, this previous support now acting as resistance, I should probably get out of this trade. But he stuck to his trading plan. He stuck to his initial trading idea here and saw the trade through from beginning to end. So very impressive here from a mindset perspective. So really well done by Picciuter here. So to summarize the overall trade idea here, he traded a large false break at the multi-year support by going down in time frame to the daily chart and trading a smaller false break on the daily chart in order to optimize his entry and his stop loss here to really squeeze out a massive profit on this trade. Instead of having a very large stop loss on the weekly chart below the multi-year support and maybe just banking 2-3 R on the trade, instead he walked away with almost 19 R on this trade, which is fantastic in my opinion. So in terms of improvement ideas here, I think he nailed the entry. It's a picture perfect entry here. I also like how he chose his target here, going for the start of the bearish impulsive move that started here in the beginning of March. So I give his entry and his take profit an A+ here. The only thing I would recommend on such a trade is having a little bit more buffer on the stop loss. Be a little bit more forgiving, because in this case price came 1.4 pips close to his stop loss. So a 1.4 pip difference here just in intraday volatility could have meant that he would have been stopped out for a -1 R instead of making 18.67 R on this trade, which is a difference of 19.67 R on one single trade. That is a lot, so it makes a big difference. So instead I would recommend just go below this support here and this low over here and just give it a little bit more room, give it a few more pips of buffer here, be a little bit more forgiving, and then you can still walk away with a 10, 11, 12-hour trade, which means that even if he would have had 10 losses in a row up to this trade, he could still have walked away with a net profit after taking this trade as an 11th trade, for example. So overall, a fantastic trade, but I would be a little bit more forgiving with the stop loss here and have a little extra buffer below the lows. But other than that, I think this is an amazing trade by PitchyYouTube here. And what's really impressive was his mindset here, sitting through this massive pullback here, seeing his profits evaporate, but still having the discipline to stick to his trading idea, be committed to his trade, and just hold it for the entire profit here, which I think is fantastic and really, really well done. So congratulations to PitchyYouTube here for making it into the top trade again this week. This sums up this week's top trade review video, and if you like it, please make sure to hit the like button below, support our channel, help our channel grow so we can keep on doing these free videos for you. Also, if you want to get notified immediately once we release new content, make sure to subscribe. And if you would like to learn more about how we trade and how we teach our students to make money trading, make sure to check us out at our website at secondskiesforex.com, where you can find a lot of free trading tools, tons of free trading articles, and also download an ebook in which we share one of our core pillars of price action that we use on a daily basis to identify high probability trading opportunities every day. Also, if you do have any questions, if you do have any comments, please make sure to post them below the video so we can answer them for you to help widen your knowledge base as a trader and build your trading skills, which is our goal at Second Skies Trading, to help you become a profitable trader. So with that being said, we hope you enjoyed the video. Chris and I look forward to your comments and questions, and of course feedback as well, and we'll see you in the next week for another top trade review. Until then, be well and good luck trading.